a believer. Like, I think this hero has a lot of downfalls.
I too am not a Kunkka believer. In general, I think the hero is out of this is the question. Kaka still has the Earth Spike, so there's no way that they dare to approach her. On the side of Azure Ray, they know that there's an Earth Spike. It stands up to DY. Hasn't actually grabbed the bounce. You'd only now go for it, but DY is falling very low. He pops the Fairy Fire, and they end up getting the first blood on to Paparazzi. Chalice claiming that first blood. They should be able to bring down DY here, as Chalice gets a double kill with the Wild Axes.
As they're gonna go again. Good skewer.
Well, they decide that Lu is a bit too difficult going on to Kaka, but Kaka's fine. Earth Spike back onto Lu. Lu actually gets skewered back in the other direction. Tianming does find Frostbite onto Kaka, but at the same time, here comes the damage from DY. He came in from the Twin Gate to ensure they find the kill onto the slot. They're going to lead that into a double, bringing down Tianming as well.
And they need this from him.
He cannot have a bad game. He needs to have one of those excellent ones. Top lane though, JT and the boys, they can trigger the RP out onto Lu. Lu getting skewered back. Do they have the damage? Indeed they do. DY getting the cleanup at the very end there. Massive kill, and they might be able to turn this into a second. As Tianming in danger as well. Nice little shackle shot from FY. Potentially setting up for Somnus, but very good realization to realize to get the hell out on the Magnus. Kaka doesn't have that same option. But drawing in a 4 is super. Oof. Chalice, my friend, I hope you've got your Lost Will and Testament ready. Kaka only got pushed back by the Primal Roar. Sadly, didn't get stunned up himself. So they should be able to find this kill. He's dead, dude. He's so dead. Bolt's gonna bring him down.
A bit too hard.
So you're like, I've been in this situation. I can survive, boys. And then,
no, you know, you roar for the attack speed. You get lucky in a little bit of how you push some dude back. As there's a lot of stacks. Hello.
Yeah. They're actually gonna kill Tianming and then maybe steal the stack here, Kezu. This is a lot of heroes, and they can take this. Yeah, Magnus should. Can Magnus come?
They can look at the hard camp, but Somnus is also moving over. So it's going to be some 50-50 maybe? No, Somnus will just... Okay, DY.
Somnus wants the kill onto this Lich. DY will not get connected onto with the power shot. That might have brought him down. At the same time, Paparazzi, nice X back onto Somnus, preventing the Timber Chain, but he might still die on this Kunkka. There is no Stone Gaze on the Medusa, but they don't know that on the side of Azure. So they can't necessarily keep the chase going.
Like 2 cores to be in the other 2 lanes to really like make use of the space that Somnus is going to make for you. But let's see. He's just getting himself another free kill. Might be like some Kaya Sanj into maybe Ags or Shivas, and then maybe you split it as JT up top. That's
getting a huge kill by these supports. If they can get it is the big question, and they do eventually.
Let them a kill, so... Yeah, that was actually very good. As now they're smoking to mid. That's another kill.
Yeah, they want Paparazzi, and they should be able to find him. Brought down by the Chakram. DY with the Sinister Gaze tried to run interference. He won't be able to keep his hero alive. And Kaka, all he can do is show up and be an additional treat to Azure.
What are we looking for here? Just defending the tower.
Let's see. Nope, they're thinking about skewering back the Wind Ranger. Yeah, just get a free FY kill. What uses it? He pump faked himself, Kezu. Used it for nothing.
Sometimes you're having a little too much fun. Honestly, I could see it coming. Like I had it played out in my head already. Somnus, Chain Frost.
He's fine, dude. He's fine, dude. He's completely fine.
He's fine.
Like, Somnus will not die here. He's okay.
Lu?
And now they might actually turn the fight because Lu has shown up. Lu is not necessarily as lucky though. Somnus has now dove into the fight. He's very far forward. He might actually die here. Oh no, Lu debated them too deep. Lu though gets skewered back towards the tier 2, but he's inside the Shadow Dance, so no damage coming in just yet. Will eventually finish. Sinister Gaze onto him. Lu, can he get himself out of this fight? One more time, it might kill him. 30 HP, he stays alive. Stone Gaze though prevents the rest of Azure Ray from chasing further forward. And now they want Chalice. Xtreme Gaming. They see this Beastmaster in front of them. Sinister Gaze up again in 7 seconds. Can Chalice get out of here? No, he can't, but nor can DY. Gets brought down by the power shot. And here comes Tianming. The Frostbite into a freezing field. They want to maybe threaten this Medusa. She's losing a lot of her mana shield. Paparazzi shows up with the boat, throws it in to help kill off this Crystal Maiden. Coco Rum did not connect onto the Medusa, but all she wants to do is retreat. Somnus diving further forward, looking for this Kunkka, but does get axed back towards the tier 1 tower. And they almost lost Chalice to the Mystic Snake. 180 HP is all that separated him from death. And although so many heroes come close to dying here, Kezu, it ends up being a very marginal affair at the very end of things. And Kaka All right, man, might as well just...
Blade.
They have an idea against the Medusa here, Kezu. They've got some plans. It would be so funny if after talking so much trash about Wind Ranger, she's the reason they beat Medusa. That'd be the best thing.
He's definitely going to help. Like for now, I still think Somnus is in such an incredible position. As Lich, not so much incredible positioning. Or maybe big bait.
Chain Frost.
Nah.
Bouncing around. It's not going to... Oh no, Somnus almost bounced back towards Chalice. The Shockwave does get dodged. And JT, he got baited into it. He was trying to kill him off. Here comes the boat with the X marks though. This time they do manage to get the kill onto the Beastmaster. Somnus really wants JT. JT completely out of mana in the midst of this fight. And look who's left behind though. It's Paparazzi. After they zone JT back, nobody's here to help the Kunkka. He gets slowed in. Nice little Earth Spike preventing the little pounce coming in from the slog. So Kaka keeps this fight alive for his team, but they're not done just yet. You're right, kids. So these fights never end in this game. They really, really want this Kunkka, and they are gonna find him.
Actually, if Azure Ray goes 5, and like they just kite you out, you're gonna eventually lose as Ghost.
No way Ghost dies here, right?
Okay,
surely.
Stone Gaze.
He got off the Stone Gaze. RP. Oh no, got cancelled out. JT can't trigger off the spell. Freezing Field will be there. And that allows them to kill off Ghost.
Good stun.
The Ghost ship will crash down onto the Slog. Slog pouncing away. They still can't get off the RP. JT dies now. Granting a mega kill streak for Somnus. 3 heroes have fallen. Now they're chasing for more. Kaka trying to just skirt himself away on the side of Xtreme Gaming right now, given how the game is going. Is the fact that Kaka is going to be very delayed on this Blink Dagger. He does get a nice little Tumbler's Toy into the Hex. They're going on to Lu. Can they find the damage? The Ghost Ship crashes onto him, but they don't have the damage, Kezu. He gets off the Shadow Dance. He's still alive. They're turning their attention back onto Kaka instead. They bring down the Lion. Stone Gaze did come out from the Medusa, but will she be able to escape this fight is the question. Paparazzi forced into popping the BKB. JT not going to be so lucky as he gets held in position. Needs to try and run the hell away. Somnus though right on top of him. Frostbite holds him in 2. And Lu will clean him up. They just picked up an Aghanim Scepter on Timber. And Somnus really wants to reveal the fruits of his labor on the map. Looks like DY will be the one that's going to be the beneficiary.
Off as he, once again, like the cores that are doing well, they're everywhere. Like he just goes there, they all have to run away. Nice try on the Shackle.
Tried his best. Kaka still does find a 2-hero angle.
Guys, don't try to kill him. Like, this guy is unkillable. They're gonna look to contest this Roche, it looks like, which is a tough ask.
Yeah. They have vision that this is happening, given that they just got dewatered, so they saw the heroes in the area, but they still don't have a Blink Dagger on this Lion. He has a 4-staff. The only Blink is on Magnus. And yeah, Blink RP is great, but you don't want to be fully committed to this one spell. They go in the Blink Skewer, find the Crystal Maiden first. She does die, but she does have buyback, so she can return into the fray. Lu jumping in, going on to JT. They want to try and find this Magnus. Magnus still trying to get off his RP. Timbersaw activates the Aghanim Scepter. Primal Roar was committed by Chalice. He's thinking about it, trying to find the right target here. They just bring down Paparazzi very easily.
Good RP.
The Primal Roar went into Illusions, and there's an RP onto all 3 heroes with a big amount of damage bouncing in, but it's not going to be enough. They just don't have enough. Gale Force is going to be there to hold Ghost in position. He's already triggered off the Stone Gaze. Will get pounced on and killed. DY is next on the chopping block. And honestly, Kez, I think this is GG. And we're starting to see, you know, we were talking about it, and you was
really big. On top of their RP, it's what even allowed, like what ended up killing Chalice as they're going behind. It's only the 2 stops so far, but that's good enough.
Speak of the devil, they find Kaka very easily on down bottom. In the mid lane, they roar up onto Paparazzi. He has now ended up his BKB charge, so he has no more protection. Lu on top of him, trying to bring him down. Ghost Ship will crash, giving him some Coco Rum and stunning up Lu, but it's still not going to be enough. He ends up dead to the slog. Lu now, wonderful pounce to find a DY as well. Should be able to bring down the slog and claim a double kill. If FY can find the Shackle Shot into the Focus Fire, this could be a big deal. Gale Force will start things off. And they go Shackle Shot. It will be BKB'd off by Paparazzi. Sadly, though, JT doesn't have such, but he does skewer onto the Defender Gate. That'll get him back inside his base safely. That was Azure Ray's first loss of a game. Top lane, Kaka. You tried, buddy. You tried. We see what...
As Lu is finding some good stuff. Sees DY, but also sees Ghost.
I mean, DY should be a fairly easy kill. The 4-staff doesn't get him to the low ground, so that should lead into a death onto this Lich. He does utilize the new Ice Spire to bounce around the Chain Frost, but sadly, There's no counterplay option for the Shadow Dance. As the bouncer stop and the life of
Type of play.
And sadly, one of the heroes they need to pull off that Reddit play is the Magnus. And right now, he is just finding himself brought down. Primal
Jim.
roll out onto him. He's staying alive a little bit longer, and he will end up dead. Here we go, though. They find Tian Mei
Finger
with
him.
the Earth Spike and some damage.
Nice.
They finger him and bring him down, but it's going to cost the life of Kaka as well as DY. As they get cleaned up by the Slock with the Wind Ranger right behind. Both hit, right? Okay, yes.
Okay, so I'm
Bottom
just chaining in.
Somnus is the only one willing to go all in right now. He's like, guys, let's hit these buildings. Magnus will be there, securing him back. He's close to the tier 4 towers. They break him as well. Let's see, can they kill Somnus under these conditions? He's not even at half HP. Pops the Aghanim Scepter, turning into the fray around. Paparazzi through in the water park. JT through in the RP.
Fountain.
Somnus, he's inside the
damage.
fountain. He's in the base,
He has
but he's
cheese.
still freaking alive. He pops the cheese as well. Timber chains out. They throw a primal roll onto the Medusa, and Ghost just ends up dead. There will be a very nice skewer on JT to drag back the Somnus, or the Slock rather, during his pounce. That will lead to a death, but he does have an Aegis. Just turns around, kills off said Magnus, going for this Kunkka as well. Won't be able to find him, but the rest of his team does. Both of these heroes do buy back. At the same time, Tian Meng zoning him from being able to escape the fountain, utilizing this freezing field. Will
Oh,
get
they got
skewered
him.
into the base by JT, and they do kill him.
Okay, now I'll
So
ask you a
Tian Meng does
question.
die.
Do you think they were strong enough, like 5 minutes ago, to hit buildings or no? They just got like 12 men skewered and lived. Unlike everyone. It's hilarious. Oh, Lu, round 2, Gold Scepter.
All right, let's see what he's got. Lu has access to the
Double jump.
ultimate, gets himself out, has depth shot in 8 seconds, so even if they bring him back, he could still survive. Harpoons onto the Lion, but not enough damage to kill off Kaka just yet. They finally are going to be hitting the bottom lane of Rax.
Surely
We've
he
seen
will
this movie
die on
before,
Timber.
though.
Surely
they
he will
skewer him
die.
into the base, into the fountain, but Timber saw A-OK. They just jump in, depth shot on the Slock to be able to kill off Kaka. They want
Guys, call
Paparazzi
it,
as well.
please.
And Kunkka is going to
That's it.
die. Is he? He's still alive for now, but eventually he will fall once his BKB expires. And they chase down and kill JT. And Kezu, if you're dying in your own base, that's when you call it. GG, well played is called. Even the fountain can't save you because YBP are sending us, not YBP, god damn it, Azure Array, Somnus and the boys are taking us to a deciding game 3.
I mean, when you keep skewering or bringing people into your fountain and they're the ones farming you, you know that the game's just out of control. And this Timber from Somnus, my god.
Can anybody out there